Hello there YouTube, I'm Wheelchair21, and on today's rolling review we'll be looking at S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Super Saiyan Blue, depending on which reference you use for the naming of the form. Now, the box is mostly like the resurrection of F designs due to the fact that originally this Figuart was supposed to be marketed under the movie. However, they've slapped on the Super logo, and it's kind of a weird throw-off, especially when you put it next to Golden Frieza, or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. Since that's the fact, the back of the box, though, is pretty traditional to Figuarts, as well as promotes the Tamashii Effect Energy Aura Blue version for your Dragon Ball Z figures to have their key charge-up like displays. Other than that, the top of the box features the Big Bang Attack. Overall, a really good web shop exclusive if in Japan, or a actual retail release if you're in North America or internationally abroad and get through the Bluefin Tamashii distributions. The inner packaging shows to have 3 additional expressions for Vegeta. One is a smirk, one is annoyed, and the other is purely shouting, as well as comes with 3 additional pairs of hands. More charged hands for Ki Blast, such as the Final Flash. I don't know what this pair of hands are for. Some people say it's for him to actually fold his arms, since they didn't want to reissue or make a new version of the piece that they normally have for Vegeta and Piccolo, for the folded arms expression, as well as open hand for basic several multi-shots of Ki, or for just the Big Bang Attack itself. Nevertheless, these are good accessories, and I think it's a few more expressions and hands than Goku had. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta is a wonderful figure art. It's probably one of the best Vegeta molds we had to date, up until Super Vegeta, or just Super Vegeta from the Cell games, when he gets all buff and it hits Ascended Super Saiyan. Now, I would like if they will eventually release Majin Buu Vegeta, but this one right here is a great design. I really like how the suit is designed. I just wish he'd used it a bit more in Dragon Ball Super thus far, especially if they're marketing under the Super line. Now, one thing I don't like is the little squiggle mark, which we've talked about from the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku review, is I've never really liked Whis' little logo here. It ruins the overall aesthetics and makes the suits, well, look ugly. I'm not really a fan of the charcoal or smoke gray undersuit. Preferred if it would stay black or blue, and just doesn't do it for me. I do like the little added design, but I wish it would have been kept throughout the entire undersuit itself. That, I guess, Bulma added to it in its inception and its creation. Overall, very nice, very cool, very basic Vegeta, but probably the best one we've gotten thus far. Its points of articulation are some of the tightest I've seen in an anime figure, let alone as well as a Tamashii web shop exclusive. The shoulders are tight, the hips are the tightest, as you can hear, and the knees are very stiff. Now, the loosest points are roughly the feet, which are on a ball joint, and the toe joint on a pin joint. But I gotta say, having the tighter hips and knees does at least help stabilize it and keep it balanced. I do feel like there's something wrong a bit with the hip to the upper torso, to the abdomen joint, because like he just doesn't want to stay kind of like even level when designing it. His overall head sculpt is spot on Vegeta. It's probably just a reissue of all the previous Vegetas we've had thus far, just now with like a weird premium metallic-y like blue paint job for his hair, his eyebrows, his eyes. Very wonderful. I like this design. I like the paint that they used. It really has a nice gleam, a nice shimmer, a nice gloss, and just really looks pretty badass and makes me enjoy the color blue. Now, a closer look up at his expressions are his smirking smug face. Pretty much this is the best expression to have your Vegeta in most of the time, just to have him just basically standing there looking all smug. His pissed off, like angered, annoyed face, which you probably would see him using either with the Final Flash when he's charging it, or just, you know, basically annoyed when he's insulted, because you can see a vein sticking out of his forehead right here. And last but not least is his normal shouting face, or maniacal laughter face, you could probably say. It could work for either or. Honestly, it doesn't really do much for me. But I gotta say, the cool thing is the fact that most of the face ports are, the same, so you can probably, try to get them on different bodies. I wouldn't really insist it due to how the sculpt is to make it that you can easily insert them onto the figure it's intended for, so maybe only a few characters can maybe accurately swap each other around. For our final evaluation, Figuarts, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is a wonderful figure art. Now, like I say, the weird thing I keep wondering is why did they mark it under Super? Is it because, well, Super is the current anime when they finally distributed this figure? Or was it the fact that they just forgot that it was technically supposed to be under the Resurrection F line? Honestly, I don't care. It's a figure that people should get due to the fact that, well, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku work as a great pair alongside Golden Frieza, and, well, are just great forms overall, especially due to the fact that Dragon Ball Super is a really good anime series that is currently being produced by Toei and Toriyama. Honestly, this is probably one of the best anime figure arts you can get, and probably the best Vegeta design you'll ever see, due to the fact that the joints on this are actually quite tight, and it's actually a very streamlined figure, and works, unlike some of the previous versions. Once we get Super Vegeta in hand, I almost said Super Saiyan Vegeta, it is Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Ascended Super Saiyan, the form, but it's called Super Vegeta to me. Later this month, there's probably going to be bias towards that form over this form overall. But like I said, it's great. You'll love it. Especially due to the fact anime figure arts are easier to swap the hands compared to the tokusatsu ones I've discovered. Or it just feels like that for me. But nevertheless, get it while you can from North American distributors like Bluefin Tamashii and stores that sell them like Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon.com, and Barnes & Noble, due to the fact that they sell it for $40 to $50, whereas in Japan right now this is skyrocketing due to the fact that it is a Dragon Ball figure art as well as a premium web shop exclusive. Just last week, I think I saw Golden Frieza and Goku going for 8,000 yen, which is practically double its retail price. So here in North America, we got it good because we're getting them roughly for retail, we're getting them mass-produced, and they're a whole lot more affordable. So, like I said, if you love Vegeta, this is a figure you're going to want to have. If you like Resurrection MF and Dragon Ball Super, this is a figure art you're going to want to have. The only con to it is there is no effect parts, like some of the previous releases, like Broly, Cell, and one of the Goku figure arts thus far. I know they're reissuing Cell, and he will actually have the Kamea Wave effect piece yet again, so that's good to know and good to have. Other than that, I am Wheelchair21. You can find reviews such as this, like Dragon Ball Z figure arts or any type of figure arts review, here on my channel. You can see them also featured on Herotaku.com and Hero Club. You can follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram. You can also like my Facebook page, because now I have one. It'll be in the description. As well as our next review will be based on Figuarts Our War Game Omegamon / Omnimon.